Today we're going to be going into the life cave on the west coast. We got a request for it, so it's like called the easy underwater cave or life cave or root cave, whatever you want to call it. Let's actually pull up the app. It's more accurate in inventory, so let's pull that up. And let's see, we are at about 54.4, so it's just right off the west coast here. Alright, we'll be going through here, and I've upped the gamma so we can actually see what's going on in the cave. Alright, so first thing is, here we are at the entrance. If you notice, one thing about the changes on this map, the entrance is much smaller than it was. So that's actually a good thing. I mean, two souls Moses can still fit in here, but with it being smaller, it's easier to block off. Alright, so we have the block. You can block this off, start blocking it off. That way they have to, someone wants to come in here, they start blowing their way into it, giving you an idea that they're out there. You can technically build a turret. If you're going to build turrets here, you're going to want them on the outside of the wall. But, I mean, if you look out here, there's just so many potential LOS issues. And if you put them on a wall, you're going to have the issue of tech weapons being able to take your wall down. So you could maybe place them along the top edge there. There's kind of a few there. So let's test out the range here, right? Can we put that here? I'm out of range, yeah. So, you kind of can, but I think it might LOS itself, like on the mesh there. But you can technically put them here, so we'll see how far in the cave we can see that turret now. And of course the generator, as you can see, we can bring it about this far back and still power turrets out there. And so there will be some issues with generators and turret ranges building in this cave, as the you can only have so many generators. You can have 3 in an area. It's not going to tell me how many generators in the area though. Okay, so we'll just have to see. Alright, well, as you see, we go in. You can fill this full of just debris or whatever, gates, whatever you want to do. If you're swimming in and out of this with big dinos, you might want to use gates. If not, you can just fill it full of little debris that's really hard for them to blast through to get in here. That way they just have to waste C4 and waste C4 and waste C4, right? Where your real defense is going to be down in here. Now, we held this cave on small tribes pretty much until we quit. So, yeah, this is really good. It's going to be a really good cave. So, yeah, this is going to be your first defensible area here. And once you come out of the tunnel, right, there's a split. You can go, they can go left or right. Alright, so if you go right, you can swing around there and go up there. It brings you back to the same place that going left does. If you park a bunch of Tusos and sharks right here, and we put them on aggressive and whistle them to fall like a turtle that's on the ground or something that is on passive, they'll swim back to it. They'll be able to grab anybody. The Tusos will grab anyone that comes around here, and the sharks will shred any bassies or other Tusos that come around the corner as well. You could put a couple of turrets as a slowdown on these walls as you come through in here. So, well, say that. You have to find some places where they don't go in the mesh. If they're in the mesh like this, they may not fire. They might not. So we can do some tests on that later. And we can do some builds in here to kind of show you how you would want to build this. So can we see the, we can't see the other turret out front, so that's good. So we could put, we can put turrets here as a slowdown. Turrets on the ground. The ceiling. Right. Okay, so you get the idea there. But once you come in here, you're going to put turrets up here, right? So you're going to have turrets shooting down at them as they swim in here that they won't have seen. Now, of course, I mean, they might be able to do some kind of trick to swim up here and blow them up, but you don't put too many turrets up here, right? This is just to catch them by surprise. Right, and what you're going to want to put the majority of your turrets up here for this area. Alright, and they're going to fire down at them as they come around the corner. They try and soak. These Tusos will come around here and shoot down here and kill them. Put some tech turrets on players only. Most of your turrets shouldn't be on players only. We'll go over that in a turret video. Alright, so we're going to swim further into this cave. As you can see, you come around here. Oh, we're getting the black and white effect. Alright, see, the other side comes out kind of over there. ends up being the same place. You still can't get further in the cave without coming this way, at least if you're swimming. You know, if you come out of the water here, you can kind of look around and see. You can probably put turrets and stuff in here, but like I said, we limited on how many generators in the area. There's a lot of LOS issues and several paths for them to take to get past the turrets, so it's better to use the next choke point instead. So if you go to the left over there, you can swim around, right? And this is the, if they swim to the right, they would be coming out here. Your enemies would be coming out up here. And I mean, fill this water area, just fill it full of water dinos that you don't even like and put them on aggressive. Right? Just to slow them down and to give you lots of warnings that someone's trying to come for your base. Because once they get out of the water and they get up here, they can set a fob here, right? So of course you're going to want to spam with triangle foundations and all that, but we're just trying to determine if this is a valid cave. Alright, so just keep going. So we'll swim through here. I guess I can go above the water. The channel here. See what's going this direction. There's lots of different directions you can go, right? Here's a little tuck away, hideaway place with nothing really here. There's a couple of different paths you can take through here once you get going. So come in here, there's a water under, of course there's a water path underneath us, but we're just flying above it for now. Getting some weird effects, oh, that's cool. This doesn't really seem all that defensive of an area because I look how deep it is here. How far it is there. If you put turrets maybe in the middle on the wall here, it might shoot high enough and low enough to hit the ceiling and floor. Maybe, but there's a good chance they'll find a way to slip past any turrets in this spot. Okay, so we'll go up. Alright, so let's drop into the next area here. Yeah, but you'll have to foundation all this off to stop the ills and stuff from spawning. Alright, we'll get rid of the wild dinos so we can keep doing this. So we'll come through here, and as you can see, this is really deep. Lots of LOS issues here. This is not a great place for turrets. And again, we come out of the water. Kind of look around, same thing, goes kind of high. Not really a good place to build a defense here. Your main point of defense in this cave is going to be that front choke. Once they're past that, you might have some trouble. So you can come up and out of the water here. Right, then they can go on land, put a fob, use stegos, and march their way up through here. Alright, so as we go up through this way, you can see it's kind of a large area. You might be able to get paracers through here, but then they'll get stuck right here. Stego might be able to fit through here. Alright. There's no flyers in this cave, so they bring turtles, stegos, stuff like that. You're going to have a hard time grabbing them to get rid of them, right? And this is the final back area. And this is where, you'd build your breeding area and put all your loot and stuff. So you can build, as you see from the water up to the ceiling, you can build lots of floors. So you can have lots of, lots and lots of stacks of breeding dinos. All kinds of weird effects in this cave. Okay, so this is where they can come up with a land route and fall back up in there. And just push through here. So if they decide to do that, you're going to want to probably stop them right here. Used to, when we had cliff platforms, you could put cliff platforms right here, right? And they'd be out here and you shoot at them. Now you can probably use triangle foundations, and you can definitely attach turrets. Right? So, as you can see, we can't see any of the turrets from the front of the cave, and it looks like we're not having an issue with the generator either. If you want to see that video of a full build in here on the full defense, we can go over that later. This is just to see how vital it is. As you can see, we got the generator covers pretty big, large amount of this room. Look at that. So you kind of center this generator in here and you'd cover most of the room. Alright, then your artifact is down there. I think there's a red loot crate in this area. And let's go back and look where we might, or if they decide to go down the water instead of over this. Alright. And if we decide to go down through here, you know, if they decide to come through here, I mean, they're raiding a cave, your best bet's to drop a transmitter and fall up there and push through, but you never know, they might want to keep pushing through water tames and come up this way. And this brings us right back into the chamber we were just in. And these things only fire so far. So the entrance is there. And that's there, so we could place some turrets. Let's see. So if we place turrets here to shoot there and to stop them, this is the most likely place they would come from. But if they realize this is built strong right here, they might try and circumvent it by coming underneath. So you would need some ways to stop that as well. So let's throw in a couple of turrets here. Let's check out the turret range, right? Okay. So we built here, up here, to stop the water tames. Let's see how deep is this. How far down will we have to build? That's pretty deep, and you got some LS issues down here. Alright, so you'd want to build turrets kind of along here to shoot down into the water. But the problem is these turrets are going to see those turrets that are shooting and protecting over there. We can get some here as well. Again, they're all going to see each other, so we're going to be limited. We're going to have to split turrets, right? Since this is water and they'd be swimming, you can probably do like 25 or 30 turrets kind of around in here, shooting at the water, and around and over here shooting at the water, and then do the other 75 turrets to stop them from coming through right here. And then use sharks and other water tames to fight them here. So that's going to really shred them, right? Sharks are crazy right now. So sharks will shred any Tuso or whatever they try and bring in here. So if they're trying to come through here with just water tames, then annihilate them with your water tames, right? Don't build in here unless you're going to use water tames. So as a viable base spot, is the easy underwater cave good? I'd say for base and breeding, you can get a lot of dinos in here. It's great for breeding. It's a good base spot for that purpose. There's not a whole lot of PvP defensible spots in here. It's such an open area with such high up and low down. Now there's no flyers, so maybe you don't have to worry about the top of the cave. You only have to worry about the bottom. So we could put turrets. I didn't think about that. So you might even be able to put turrets here. Again, the generator range is going to be the limit because look, we're out of range of all the turrets now. So we can put another choke point here. So we can get quite a few choke points through this cave, so that makes it decent. It's probably slightly stronger than the ice cave once you know, cryopods come out and people can use transmitters. I wish they'll be able to use transmitters as soon as transfer is open. So alright, but this entrance here where they come in and go to the left is going to be your biggest point right here, this to keep them from getting past. This part is so hard to get past with water tames, especially on an online tribe. So if you're online and you know they're coming, you have Tusos, you have, you know, sharks right here, and you can come up here and fight and defend, then this is a really good cave. If you're planning on to be offline, it's only okay. It'll kind of hold, this area will hold for a little bit offline, but I mean, there's only so much aggressive dinosaurs and turrets can do without a player helping out. So the Easy Life Cave, I would give it a 7 out of 10 as far as PvP-based locations go. Just because it's great for breeding, and you can always have teleporters to run your stuff out of here if it starts to get overrun. And this entrance here is just so rough to get past if you're online protecting it. So with turrets over there, turrets over here on the right on the center thing, and a bunch of aggressive dinosaurs in here to defend. Yeah, this is amazing. And if you block this off, I mean, you just have this here just full of spam. You're talking about a ton of C4 for them to get to you, even if it is 6 times damage, right? Just constantly drain their C4 to get them. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.